Hello and welcome. For many years I've been the proud owner of former Stagecoach United Counties Mercedes-Benz 709D N301 XRP. My friend and fellow founder of Southern Counties Omnibus Collection, Bernard, also owns N306 XRP, the sister bus. Now I love these little minibuses, they really are something special. I used to drive them at Stagecoach East Kent many years ago. They're cheap to run and the parts are quite easy to get for them as well. However, with all my other commitments, finding time for 301 was rather hard. I did start sanding her down and painting her into Stagecoach beach ball livery to match the beach ball interior that she's got. But other things came along, unfortunately. So she was shoved to the back of the garage, brought out occasionally for a bit of a wash and then put straight back in again. About 5 years when I was working at Regent Coaches at Whitstable, I decided to take her over for an MOT test. They did a brilliant job on all the brake works and everything like that, but unfortunately it was too heavy for them to MOT. Now this is going to be a bit of a theme. The problem is these minibuses are about 5 tonnes when empty, and most MOT testing stations can handle that. But the MOT test requires the vehicle to be tested as if it was at the maximum axle weight, which on this particular bus is 6.9 tonnes, I believe, or at least 6,900 kilograms. Anyway, that tips the scales as too heavy at most MOT testing stations, and you have to go to a proper commercial MOT testing station, which can be a bit of a nuisance. So 301 went back into the garage and was parked up. I decided about a year ago that it wasn't really fair on 301 to be sitting around all this time, so I thought I would pass her on to an owner who would get more enjoyment and be able to do more work on her. Now I'm quite aware that a lot of these minibuses tend to get turned into mobile homes or chip vans and things like that, and I didn't want that with 301. I wanted it to make sure that it was going to go to somewhere safe in preservation. So when the guys from Northampton Transport Heritage got in touch, I thought this was a very good opportunity. 301 had seen service in the Corby and I believe Northampton area. I could be wrong. Those of you who are United Counties fans, please correct me. But whatever happened, it would be going a lot closer to home than it currently lives in Kent. And they would be able to give it all the time and the money and the love that it needed. So they wanted it MOT'd before it left Kent, which meant that they could just drive it straight back to Northampton. And I booked it in for an MOT at a local testing station. And this is the story. This is the first time that 301 had hit the road for about 5 years, I think. Right, we're just about to set off. First journey on the road for many years, off for its MOT. And then it's going to be picked up by the new owner. So wish us luck. Right, we made it to the filling station, onwards to the garage. So the plan was that Paul would follow me in his car and then bring me back from the test centre. We would leave 301 there to have all the work done for the MOT, and she would be collected by the new owner once the new MOT had been achieved. Now this was a test centre that I'd not used before. In fact, I don't tend to use test centres now because a lot of my vehicles are MOT exempt. This one had been recommended by a friend who also owned a bus, although this one was a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, a slightly smaller and it would turn out lighter minibus than the one that I was driving. 301 had been booked in for several weeks now, and I had told them that it was a Mercedes-Benz 709D, so I hoped they knew what to expect when I rolled up. Right, we've just stopped to make sure everything's all right and check everything's good and nothing's overheating. We're just over halfway, so off we go again. The downside is we've got to pull out onto a busy main road now. It's always worthwhile when you're moving old vehicles like this that haven't moved for a while to stop very so often and check. Here we go.
you go.
Scrapey thing back as well, there you go.
Oh, yeah, sponge.
And there we go, 301 had been dropped off for its MOT to spend its final few nights in Kent. Or was it? So that should have been it. We should have taken up 301 to its MOT, and the new owner should have come along and collected it, and that was it. However, ta-da, look what is behind us. It turns out that the MOT test station couldn't do a vehicle that heavy, so 301 has got a very short reprieve of a couple of weeks and is now going to come back into the garage until it goes off to another test centre that can do the MOT. Bit of a palaver, isn't it? Fingers crossed. But it will go. It will go. And then you'll be riding on it around Northampton, its old haunt, and it will be back to where it should be. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss my future releases. Also, don't forget to take a look at my older videos. There's something on there for bus enthusiasts of good taste just like yourself. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.